So what did you get Dion for Christmas?
Well, he only got one present because the present was hella expensive. So he got a long range rifle, 300 Win Mag with the scope. And
So it's
that's,
two gifts.
yes, technically, the scope was accidental
Oh, do tell.
because so he ordered it, or well, he was talking to a friend about ordering it, and I guess the friend has a little bit of pool. So the friend ended up ordering it, but Dion claimed he wasn't ready to order it yet. And he told me the day that they ordered it, he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to buy the scope because Dan already ordered the scope for me. And I was like, bro, I thought we were gonna wait. You said you were gonna just get the gun right now, and eventually you'll get the rest of the pieces to the gun. Well, now he's looking for the stand for the gun to add to it. He's like, it's not that expensive. It's okay. It's only like $20, $30 for it. I was like, dude,
And will he be ordering it by accident?
yes,
Oh.
more than likely. What did you get, Lou?
Lou actually does not do like expensive gifts because he shops all year long. Year round, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get this. Oh, I'm gonna get that. Oh, I'm gonna get this. So usually I get him either something super personal or I make him a gift.
What are you
Um,
doing this year?
this year, so I bought him a keychain that's got like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, two bears.
Because those are your guys' nicknames for each other, right?
Yeah. And then I that's pretty much where I'm at the moment, actually.
Christmas is a little bit different this year for sure. Like, we pretty much told each other that we weren't really going to get a whole bunch of stuff for each other. I didn't get too much stuff either. I asked for a purse and then I asked for a nice camo vest to go over my hunting stuff because I have all of the other pieces except for a vest. So I guess I was a good girl all year
Nice.
round, and it's
Christmas
on
came
its
early.
way. Not yet. No,
Oh,
it's on its way. So one of these days it'll be here, and I'll get to try it on. Maybe I'll wear it for one of our videos and maybe see if everybody likes it.
nice. You guys will have to tell
Have
us
to
if you like
model
it.
it.
Definitely. I'm not a gift person, so gifts are hard for me. I think that when Christmas comes around, children are a must, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in your families or like close friends. It's usually the children that get gifts.
Yes.
And then the adults are kind of like, meh, if there's couples, you do a couples gift, or most sometimes you do gift exchange,
Mm-hmm.
like those types of things. But I think if you are close to somebody, you should understand like what their love language is. Gifts for me is like on the bottom of the list. And I feel so bad when somebody gives me a gift because this is how I look at it from my perspective. I look at gifts like, okay, somebody took the time to think about what I might like.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody took the time to go and purchase this gift. And then when they give me the gift, they are excited about giving me the gift. And then when my emotion doesn't match the excitement, then I feel bad because I'm not really good at like pretending and I'm not good at like um humoring people and I also don't read between the lines. So like all of those pieces are really hard for me. So they come in and they give me this gift that they put all this thought into
Girl.
and I'm like, thank you. And then I've actually been in a situation where I will take the gift and I'm like, thank you. You know, I'm cordial and I accept the gift. And then I'll put it down and then
And
they're
they're
like,
all
they're waiting like, aren't you gonna open it? I'm like, oh yes,
sure.
I will open this gift. And it's just because to me, I'm like, I'm more of a person. So my two top love languages are acts of service and quality time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I would prefer to just go hang out with somebody, or you know, if you're going to make me gifts, like love homemade gifts, love, love, love. That's why I also knit. That's where I started knitting and crocheting because you know I made the blanket for my niece and I made the blanket for my nephew, and because that's my way of saying, you know, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for Lou. Like he's getting ready to come home from a hunt, and tomorrow because he will be home Thursday, I'm going to like clean everything, vacuum and mop, and make sure there's no laundry, and because I want him to come home to a clean place so that he just has to come home, wash his camo, and shower,
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't have to worry about anything else. But that's my way of saying I love you.
Is that also his love language, acts of service?
So he's his top two languages are words of affirmation and quality time.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome. It's cool that both of you guys can understand each other like that enough to like you don't have to go all out and buy me huge gifts in order to show your love and appreciation for me.
I agree. I personally appreciate a good homemade gift because it's really thoughtful, first off, and that's where the acts of service comes in.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it because like people do spend a lot of time making things for other people and it's better than just, you know what? I'll take that off the shelf right there.
Hmm.
Tag it.
I tell everybody that's going to get Lou a gift because so when you think about like hunters, they know what they need. They
Yes.
know what kind of knives they need, what kind of equipment they need. I don't know a whole lot about the bows and stuff. All I know is that it's this color, it shoots an arrow, and I can make the string whatever color I want and all the accessories. That's really what I know about, and obviously all the safety. But they know like, okay, well, this part costs this much, this part costs this much. I want this because it's quality, not this because the reviews are questionable. And they
Mhm.
do a ton of research around all of this stuff.
They do. It's funny that we're talking about that because last night Dion he has been scrolling through Amazon and scrolling and scrolling. And I got curious. I'm like, how do you determine which piece of equipment you're going to get? I asked him like, do you look at reviews and then do you look at the stars first cuz he's been scrolling. And then do you look at the reviews or like how do you determine what is quality?
Mm-hmm.
And he said off the bat, he's like, obviously, like the name brands, there's certain brands in the hunting world that they absolutely go to. And then from there, he'll look at the different types within the brands and then look at the reviews and then kind of make his determination from there. But they do a ton of research before they purchase
And there's
anything.
a lot of thought that goes into it. Just today, Lou sent me. So my pack is a man's pack, my hunting pack, and
Mhm.
it fits well, but there's definitely some shape issues because I'm a woman,
Mhm.
obviously. So there's like the belt fits a little bit awkward, and so he sent me like a hunting pack that's for women and it's smaller and like he's giving me all the details, and I stopped to think like how cool is that because he put all this thought into like this is why you should get it.
Mhm.
And that's not usually I shop by like color and style and
Yeah.
but they're doing all the specs and all the background, and when he's gonna purchase something he like goes and he does all the homework, he reads up on this weapon, and people are saying this, people are saying that, or these are the reviews that are out there. I'm like, so when you go to buy a hunter a gift, like Walmart knives are not the best option.
No,
So
it's
I
not
tell
quality
everybody
enough.
like if you're gonna get Lou a gift, you either buy him a t-shirt because Lou does like funny t-shirts, which I appreciate, He's got a cool sense of humor. Or you make him a gift. Those are safe options because if you buy Lou a gift, he does not like me. No, okay, let me back up. I just don't express emotion like most people, right? Like you just did like the oh, like
Mhm.
I mean if it's like my niece or my nephew, sure, but otherwise I'm like thank you and then I feel super awkward. But he does not know how to hide his emotion. So whatever he is thinking, he is
He's like,
expressing.
"Oh, that's a nice t-shirt. Thanks
Hmm.
for that."
And so, at least if he gets a funny t-shirt, he's gonna have a good laugh at it. If he gets a hunting knife from Walmart, he probably is not gonna have a good laugh at it.
He's gonna be like, "What is this?"
Yeah. Why did they get me that? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know, just say thank you. Like then I go into mom mode.
Like,
Just say thank you. That's usually what happens.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of gifts have you gotten him in the past for Christmases?
So our first Christmas, I actually got him a ornament. It's a wooden ornament, and it just says "Our First Christmas,"
Oh,
among
that's
other
awesome.
things, right? But that was like the
The homemade
primary
sentimental one
gift,
for you.
right? That was the primary gift. Um, Last year, we both actually, so we both bought each other the same gift.
How funny.
So and it's funny because we were last minute, we're like, yeah, we'll buy each other gifts. So we're like walking the mall because we're co-parents. So we were actually out buying gifts for the co-parent.
Mhm.
And so we're out there and last minute I'm like, I'm gonna get Lou a gift. And we're shopping in Fans for Daniel's dad, and we're in there getting some stuff, and then I was like, okay, so I'm getting this for Lou, getting this for Lou, getting this for Lou, and there was this like military camo style 49er jacket that they had, but I mean, Lou's a big man. He's a 2X man, you know, he's a big dude, and they didn't have that. So I had to order it. So as we're leaving the mall, I ordered the shirt or the hoodie. And then he also happened to go into Fans and purchase all of my stuff. He got me, so I got Lou a t-shirt and like a bunch of random stuff plus the hoodie, but I had to order it. And then he comes out because he went and got the gift for the kid's mom, and we were out shopping for Daniel's dad, and so we're getting gifts. And so he comes back and we're getting ready to eat, and he's like, I got your presents. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's got like this massive Fans bag, which is also where I shopped. And I was like, okay. And so Daniel goes, he's like, why don't you look in the gift and tell me what you think your mom's gonna think. And so Daniel looks in the bag and he has this look of like, "Aw," and he's like, "Did I do good?" And then Daniel looks at me and he's like, "He did real good." And go figure, we bought each other the same hoodie
That's awesome.
without even shopping together. We bought the same gift.
It would have been cool if you guys were like 1, 2, 3,
Go.
and then you show each other.
It was super cute though. When I saw it, I was like, "How cute!" And I asked Daniel later. I was like, you know, what was your thought? He's like, I thought it was adorable that he had just bought the gift that you just ordered.
That's really awesome. Those are the hoodies that you guys wore for Halloween, right? When we had hung out.
Yeah.
It was cute. Dion was like, dang, I really like that hoodie, because obviously he's a 49er fan too. And he's like, it's so cute that they're matching together. I'm like, I don't know if they intended to do that initially, but I love the story behind it now. Now I know that it was never like an intentional thing.
No, we purchased them very much by accident.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we do have other couple shirts, but that's the only set that we have that's identical to one another.
That's awesome.
How about you? What have you bought Dion, or what have you gotten Dion for Christmas?
So far just that. I'm thinking of getting him some hunting shirts, because that's really his go-to as well, and he's kind of low on shirts. I like to borrow his clothes when I sleep, and he hates it, so I'll borrow it to sleep, and then you wake up on the weekend and you start cleaning, and I get bleach on it, and then it turns into my shirt. So I've kind of acquired a lot of his old shirts, so I think I'm gonna go back and buy him some nice shirts for Christmas. Other than that, we mainly got our kids stuff. We're very kid focused. Other than our kids and each other, I mean, I love the rest of our family, but we got a big family already, and it's hard to really buy for everyone else. So we kind of just stick to the
core.
Yeah.
We did mostly the core. Our families are not very large, like our immediate families. So it's like us and our 3 kids. And I gave each of them a budget based on their age. So you each got a budget. This is your budget. You tell me what you want. We went and purchased what they put on their list, as long as it was within the budget.
That's awesome.
And then, I mean, I didn't even wrap them because they know exactly what they're getting. And then just like my nieces and my nephews. And then other than that, it's like Lou's 2 sisters, Lou's parents. He has 2 brother-in-laws. And then I have my sister, my mother, and
your brother,
my brother-in-law, and my brother. And that's kind of it. So
Lucky.
it's like, it's tiny, it's very little. I have tried to convince my sister for many, many years to do a gift exchange, but every time she's like, I'm just buying gifts for everyone. I'm like, dang it.
Then you kind of feel obligated at that point to get everybody else gifts too, huh?
If it was up to me, because my mother-in-law asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I'm comfortable just coming and hanging out. I just want to come and be in your presence and like listen to your stories. Like, I am totally good with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
You're an adult when you don't really know what you want for Christmas anymore, huh?
This is true. This is very true. Although I tell Lou, I also struggle like buying stuff for myself. I just got that bow, and then we were walking around shopping for our kids in the mall, and I was like, why don't we stop at Kay's? And I was like, worst mistake I could have made. Because then I leave with another piece of jewelry, and I'm like, did I really need that? And Lou's like, well, did you want it? And I was like, well, yes, I wanted it. He's like, and you deserve it. You work hard for it. And I'm like, yeah, but my pocketbook could have, saved the money. But then I start to go, and overthink it, and it just becomes like this big old circle of
That's how I feel
doom.
too. It's really hard. I guess because we're moms and we think of ourselves last.
It's
Our
true.
children and our spouses are always priority for us. So I also feel really, really guilty. Even just buying a pair of shoes. We went to Academy when we ordered Dion's Christmas present. And I was walking around. He's like, go find something to buy. And I would get like a sweater and I'm like, well, you know what? It's $20. Maybe there's something else. I picked up a pair of shoes and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe these can wait because they're summer shoes. So I was convincing myself to not get the stuff at the end of the night. And I ended up leaving with some seasoning for the food. I did not buy myself anything because I just feel guilty. I feel like they need it more than I do.
That's exactly what crosses my mind. After I'm like, swipe, and then I'm like, I probably could have used that for something else.
Can I take that swipe back? I'm so sorry.
You know what? I changed my mind. I didn't really want it, but I want it, but I don't really want it.
I think we should ask the men like why it's so easy for them to just, you know what, purchase. Ooh, I like that. Let's purchase that too.
Well, it's because they don't overthink it. They're just like, yeah, I want it. I'm getting it if I can afford it. Boom, purchased.
So the women are the overthinkers.
I'm definitely an overthinker.
I am too.
I mean, I'm not saying that men are not smart buyers, but I think that they don't think about the household like we think about the household.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's really the difference between like the two dynamics.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That would be my guess anyway.
Interesting.
We'll see. Hopefully I don't get any backlash for that. I'm not saying men are not smart shoppers.
No, I'm saying just my husband in general. He doesn't, not that he doesn't care. He's just like, well, you know what? Money comes and money goes. So I'm going to purchase it.
Lou very much is like, we're just going to get it. And I'm like, we'll figure it out. And you know what? It always gets figured out anyway.
That's true. But our overthinking heads, I'm like, well, you know what? I get paid this much an hour and it took me this many hours to just pay for this one thing that he purchased. And I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into all my work. And there goes the money. It's gone.
There it went. What did you get your kids for Christmas?
Oh my God. So there's just a whole bunch of random stuff. The biggest thing that was the most sentimental for me, and my hands are still hurting, I made every single one of my children, I have 5 children, a personable blanket. So I customized it to things that they like. And I love it because blankets are for anyone, adults, children, and they're big enough to where they can just keep using them as they get older. So that's really the biggest gift that I wanted to get them. Other than that, I got them like some new jeans and shoes and toys for the little one and just random stuff like that, just to make it a fun Christmas for them.
Nice. 2 out of 3 of our kids asked for shoes. You know,
easy.
Cake. And then the third one, he just asked for little things like AirPod cleaner.
They have cleaner for AirPods?
Yeah. Or like it's like a cleaner, like a pick to clean out the earwax from the
earpod.
I'm not really sure. That's what he got. So I hope that's what he was looking for. He asked for a fisheye lens, and then we just got him other stuff because that was way under the budget that I gave him. So we went and got other things that would fit among that budget.
That's awesome.
I think my favorite gift this year that we've gotten so far, because we're pretty much done. We do have a few gifts still left to get. But it's my mom's gift because I almost lost my mom this year. So the gift that I got from my mom is a gift that says like, I'm grateful that you're still here.
That's awesome.
I won't tell you what it is in case you're watching, but you know, that's probably my favorite gift this year.
That's awesome. I can't wait to be able to see it once you reveal it.
Hopefully she shares.
Hopefully.
Yes. But yeah, that's my favorite gift, is to remind her like, we still care. You deserve to be here.
Definitely. You know, as people get older, they kind of forget that sometimes.
True.
So it's a good little reminder. That's really sweet.
Definitely. That's my favorite gift of the year.
I think mine would definitely be the blankets, just because I just put so much time into it. I spent a whole entire day sitting there making them for them. And I love it, and I know they're going to love it. I begged Dion to let me give them their blankets already, and he's like, no, I want it to be a good Christmas. I want them to sit there and open gifts throughout the day. And
What are your Christmas plans? Like, do you guys do Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
yeah, we've always done Christmas Day since we're a blended family. So we spend Christmas Eve with them. And it's not like we're not making them wait until the evening time. That's non existent in our house.
Sure.
The minute everybody wakes up, I'm like, all right, let's get some breakfast. And then we're going to start opening gifts. And then Christmas morning is really just we send the kids off to the other parent, and it's more me and Dion time.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's a good balance between both worlds.
Ours is the opposite. We do, well, in years past, we've done, well, I guess it's always the same. Christmas Eve is for the family,
Mm-hmm.
and then Christmas Day. So I guess it's the same.
Yeah.
Christmas Day is for us, but this year what we're doing is it truthfully because we do try our best to be with this family and this family. It's difficult to like split Thanksgiving in half because his family is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So to go 45 minutes one way and then turn around and go 2 hours the other way, that turns into a 3 hour trip or 5 hours if we're going and coming.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just too long. So what we decided this year is okay, we're going to go and spend Thanksgiving with my family. And then Christmas Day, we will go and spend with his family. So Christmas Eve this year, we'll actually just spend probably lunch with our kids. And then they'll go because my Daniel goes with his dad for Christmas Eve, and the kids go with their mom for Christmas Eve. So then it's just Lou and I Christmas
That's
evening,
awesome.
evening of Christmas Eve, and then Daniel will be home for Christmas Day.
And what are you guys going to do for Christmas on Christmas Day?
We'll go to Silver,
Oh, okay. Got it.
so we'll go
Oh,
to
to
Lou's
visit
parents'
Lou's parents.
house.
Got
Yeah.
it. I don't know what that was.
Hopefully a dog.
I hope so.
Yeah, so we'll go up to go visit Lou's parents.
That's great. You said they came down just recently, right?
They did. That was a cool visit.
That's awesome.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either.
And then
Interesting.
it's dark. Just kidding. Just random thought. Random. I went to the gym yesterday and it was probably like 8 o'clock. So it's not like late. But because Lou's not here, I'm having to do all of these things by myself, right? And it's just one of those things. I'm so used to having him around. So I go to the gym and I like okay, so the gym is like 5 minutes from my house. But I drove over there. You bet you but I did drive over there. It's dark, okay? So I drove over there. I park, and usually there's nobody in the parking area. And so I park, and it's full. I was like, "What in the world is going on? Are all these people at the gym?" So now I'm like weary, like, "Oh my god, who all's gonna be in there? How many people are gonna be in this gym?" And I'm like walking over there. It's dark as hell,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking into the gym, and there's nobody. So here I am, being all weird, and I'm closing all the blinds because I don't want anybody to
All
see.
peeping on you.
I'm in the gym by myself. But it's kind of scary. It's kind of eerie to be walking in there.
Yeah, because it's almost like a public area, even though it's part of the facility.
I
It's
considered
still,
checking the bathrooms when I walked in there.
It's better to be
Yeah.
safe than sorry.
This is why Lou makes me carry pepper spray, just in case.
He's like, here for when I'm not here.
Although the pepper spray is unlocked most of the time. He's like, one of these days you're gonna spray yourself. I'm like, don't tempt me.
Oh
'Cause I
no.
might spray myself by accident.
We
That
need to
would be
have some
hilarious.
kind of code if that ever happens to you.
Yes. And I did. I got in my car. I tell you, and then I get super paranoid. I come out of the gym. I was only in there 40 minutes, maybe.
Mhm.
I come out of the gym and I'm like looking at everything, like making sure nobody's near my car. My car's not big enough for somebody to be in the back seat without me noticing. So as soon as I hit like the unlock, you can see straight into the vehicle.
Mhm.
So I can see if somebody's in there. But here I am, paranoid. I'm opening the trunk.
Oh, that's great.
Like, oi. So that's why I asked if you wanted to go to the gym.
I will after the holidays are done. I just can't commit to it right now because I know that I'm going to give in to temptation. So I'm just going to wait it out until we got a couple more weeks before the end of the year and I'll start fresh.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But now you know why I asked.
That's great. I'm glad you told me that.
You're welcome. Gym day is tomorrow, so I'll probably go straight after work. It'll still be dark, but it won't be as late.
Yeah,
anyway.
definitely.
And then I'll get home and clean because Lou will be home on Thursday.
How exciting. That's awesome. That week went by really fast.
It did. It actually flew by. The first night's always the hardest night
Mm-hmm.
because, I'm getting used to the idea of him not being home. And it's crazy. First off, I can't sleep. And then I'm going up and down the stairs when I'm going to bed because I'm like, did I turn off the lights? Did I close the garage? Did I lock the door? Did I turn off the fireplace? Did I turn off the candle? Is the gas off on the stove? Like, I'm just like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, because there are things that he usually takes care of that now I have to take care of.
Well, then it's a good thing he's coming home so he can take care of all of that now.
Yes. Usually I go to bed first, so he shuts down the house. And then now I'm like, oh. And then even when Daniel gets home late, because he's working or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like, I better go down there and check, make sure he locked the door.
Does Lou have any more hunts after this one?
He has a few. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what they are or
Oh,
when they
okay.
are, but he has a few coming up still.
How crazy. How crazy to we'll have to talk about that on the next episode. Like how hard it is to be away from him for so long.
It's harder when I don't get to communicate with him frequently. That's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to bed at 4.
I can only imagine like how hard that is.
It's tough. It's definitely tough, but worth it. I mean, he gets to do what he loves to do.
Yeah, that's very true. Who can really say that in this world? Like, not very many people can say, like, I get to be working and doing the things that I absolutely love to do.
It's true. That is very true.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more hunting experience from the wife's perspective, and follow us on TikTok for more fun content, y'all. Our stories are pretty funny. Until next time, stay adventurous, Camel Wives.
Bye.
Bye.